right, so here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion, and when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hooft and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds, Kamaru Usman. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. 4 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev!
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with round 1, grappler versus grappler. This was probably the wrong week for me to skip combat sambo class, but what are your expectations for this one?
I expect these guys to come together, man. I expect them to come together, and we're going to see some fantastic throws, and not only just fantastic throws, but just jockeying for position. Even though it may not look that these guys are doing much.
Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Single collar tie now. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look. All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight. getting an early takedown.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. He's having his way with him here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Usman ground and pound from half guard. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. 90 seconds to go now. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. 44 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. 20 seconds left. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
That's a big strike right there.
Really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks. Right hand punch to the clinch.
Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. Oh, collar tie.
That was a thudding leg kick.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Wow, actually got the takedown.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
And that will do it!
He's done, he's done. Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Well, it's one thing to earn a UFC title. It's another thing to get it done emphatically the way he did tonight. The undisputed UFC welterweight champion, your winner by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
All right, so he came in the best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champ.
He understands that he is the best fighter in the world at 170 pounds, and he proved that tonight.